Now we know who's paying the piper.
Yeah.
But who's the piper? Who got the money? You know, that's the most important aspect of this entire story that's emerging now in a cutting down of the US government expenditure that's really happening under Trump and Elon Musk. This is, for them, it's a side story, but for us, it's important. Somebody has been, working the levers of Indian democracy, from journalists to bureaucrats to leaders to, in this case, even election commission and election process.
So, Abhishek, let's just understand this one by one. The USAID has for long been called the financial arm of the deep state of the US. In fact, Donald Trump ran an entire campaign on this, and the dots can be very easily connected here. You know, George Soros gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom right before Joe Biden is leaving office. He's the same man who on 24th January 2020 says, I have set aside $1 billion to topple the Modi government, the nationalist Modi government apparently. And Salil Shetty, who's the vice president of the Open Society Foundation, is with Rahul Gandhi on Bharat Jodo Yatra. He's parroting the same words that we have to get rid of Modi. Harsh Mandir, who's the chairman of the Human Rights Initiative of the Open Society, is the same Harsh Mandir, by the way, who was a part of the National Advisory Council when Sonia Gandhi used to sit on top of the government, who drafted the communal violence bill, who pressed for clemency of Ajmal Kasab, Afzal Guru. So we see the dots connecting here. Very simple. It's Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party which has parroted George Soros' agenda, and USAID has been funding through this cottage industry of the NGOs and the FDL, AP and other such heads, helping the Congress party to create chaos and coup in this country. They have caused disturbance. They have tried to exploit every single fault line. I remember when Arnab pointed this out and it went viral. Some of the people, Nikhil and his ilk, said that, oh, this is a conspiracy theory. Well, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore.
Absolutely not. It's
These
not.
Are hard numbers today.
By any stretch of imagination, this is not a conspiracy theory, Karan. And look at the numbers. And it's not just about India. So if it is just about India, you could have said, okay, fine, maybe conspiracy. But look at the numbers. You know, $29 million for strengthening political landscape in Bangladesh. And we know what has happened in Bangladesh. A democratically elected government toppled and just a stooge brought in there. Then look at $20 million for fiscal federalism in Nepal and to promote atheism in Nepal. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. You know, people in Miami, people in Chicago, people in Santa Fe, people in Texas, Atlanta, do they really care about what's happening in Liberia? Obviously, this is a deep state operation. Sumant Raman is joining us now. Sumant, if you missed the part of the debate, let me just tell you what has happened. DOGE, which is a department newly set up by the Trump administration under Elon Musk, it has been going with a scalpel looking at ways to cut US government expenses. And they found out that USAID, which is basically the US government, State Department arm, was channelizing $21.5 million. We don't know for what period as yet, but for promoting voter turnout in India. I mean, why should the US be bothered about what kind of voter turnout is happening in India, particularly when they dislodge a democratically elected government in a place like Bangladesh?